Right, today we're talking about location of strike, where we strike the ball on the club face, and some form of reference point to make sure we can ensure we have a little guideline that's going to help us strike the ball in the centre of the club. Guideline? No, a little reference point. So a reference point on the club face that's going to allow us to have some form of understanding or awareness of where the face is contacting the ball at impact. So we coach golf, we get into some funky moves, bodies moving all over the place, hands and arms, we lose a bit of connection there, sequencing's out of place, but we need to try and feel as though we have some form of control of face and ball strike at impact. We need to know that there's somewhere on this face that my golf ball is going to hit. Oh, hello. But on this face there's nothing, apart from mud. On this face there's nothing. So let's put a little reference point on the face that we can use for... keep using the word reference. So when I address the ball and I look down, I can see club face behind ball, and I just assume that club face is, or the ball is positioned in the middle of that club face. I assume that is the case. And then I hit the golf ball and I try and create that, I'll get that club face, that centre part of the club face back in line with the centre of the golf ball, so that both centres of gravity line up and I get a straight ball flight and solid strike. Which doesn't happen all the time. Rarely happens, to be fair. Right. Sharpie pen. We put a little mark on this club face at the centre for my reference point. So if I hold my club in between finger and index finger and thumb, and knock it, if it wobbles from the toe and I've not found the centre, it's not centre, that's not centre, that's pretty good. The actual sweet spot of your club is slightly inside centre, so it's a little bit more here towards heel. There's another video on that. If you look at my video on the Elite Golf Grip, then you'll understand that, but let's not get into that today. Today we're just talking about reference point. Reference, there's that word reference again. Now as I look down behind the golf ball, I can use that little mark to make sure it's exactly behind the golf ball. So if we line our ball up on the tee, just like we do with our putting, I get the line round the equator of the golf ball. Equator, that way, around the centre of the golf ball, in line with the line on my club face, then my reference point that I address ensures that my club face, the centre of my club face, or the sweet spot of my golf club, is directly behind the golf ball, in line with my intended target. If I'm trying to shape it, then the golf ball moves slightly. Obviously the golf ball can't be moved when we're in play, but you can use it on the tee and you can use it for practice. Line behind the ball, all marrying up, and I've got that visual. As I take a little practice stroke, I can see the club head blur, and I can see that line go directly above the centre of that golf ball. So my sweet spot, my centre of gravity of club, is going to hit the centre of gravity of golf ball right in the centre. I can see that, I can visualise that. So then when I'm playing the shot, I can almost feel it. I can almost see that in my third eye, if you like, that's what's going to happen. So I'm starting off there, sweet spot's behind golf ball. Boom, boom, boom. That's all very well, but when I do my eureka moment and I have my body aiming left, my club face aims slightly to the right. So let's try and do this. So ball's here, my club face is behind the golf ball, but my club face is pointing slightly to the right or slightly open. That was a great demonstration, wasn't it? So therefore the little line on the face goes a little bit more behind the ball, to the back corner of the ball. If I'm looking down at the golf ball, the top of the golf ball is 12 o'clock, behind it's 3 o'clock, the bottom 6 o'clock, I'm moving round to about 4 o'clock. So that's called sweet spot rotation. So I'm rotating the sweet spot around the golf ball. So I have my hand slightly further forward for forward shaft lean because of my eureka ideas, that the sweet spot is now at 4 o'clock, which is fine. Tell you why. So as I look down there, take my address position, Body's left and hands favour left thigh. So if body's left and hands favour left thigh, you can see it's going to open the face up. So the sweet spot's now rotating around the back of the golf ball. I don't want to move the sweet spot further forward towards the golf ball to make sure it's at number 3, because then I'm far too far out the heel. I'm going to accept the fact that my sweet spot's moved to 4 o'clock. That is a good thing. So there we go, my sweet spot rotating round to 4 o'clock, good. Then when I come through, because my body is going left, the club's getting thrown out but also squaring back up, because the club head is now getting thrown towards the golf ball in this fashion and not that fashion, so therefore this open face address is going to be square impact and continue through. So it's that rotational move of the body getting out the way that's going to bring the number 4 or the 4 o'clock line into 3 o'clock at the point of separation. So I'm striking the ball at 4 o'clock, but at the point of separation the club face is closing, so it's leaving at 3 o'clock. So I'm there, back, hitting golf ball, it's at 4 o'clock, then the point of club ball separates from the club, it's 3 o'clock. So it's gathering the golf ball. It's coming round, it's getting the golf ball, gathering it, and then separating away. Gathering it at 4 o'clock, separating at 3 o'clock. What is the time? Gathering the golf ball at 4 o'clock, but separating at 3 o'clock. That's because I've got forward shafting, it's because I've got my hands ahead. When I hit driver, so when I tee up driver, I'm in this position, I'm there, and in my hand, I'm like so. So my hands are really forward, because when I come into the golf ball, I'm moving out the way, I'm trying my best to move out the way, which is squaring the face up. So the club head's behind, squaring the face up, exploding away. This is what we're doing here. So that little point of reference, whether you address the ball that way or not, or you're more traditionally square aimed, then get that mark on your golf club. Just to have that reference point. Make sure you find the centre of gravity first. That mark is on my club from, not on 4-iron, it's on 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. I don't have it on 4-iron because 4-iron I hit a lot of the tee and I like to shape it an awful lot, so the reference point there moves so much, so I'm not really using that. On wedge, same idea, my pitching wedge, I don't have it on that because I play shots out the toe. I play my chip shots with the toe off the ground, so it would just be a little bit crazy. Yeah, if I'm playing my chip shot and I'm playing off the toe, the sweet spot is going to be way inside. So that reference point there would no longer really become a reference point unless I'm playing a full shot, and I would maybe find that distracting, the fact that that is so out of line with that shot. So on full shots, because very rarely I don't play a full shot, I mean punch shots and low shots and high shots, absolutely. But it's very rarely I'm not playing a full shot with 5-iron through to 9, or looking for a normal ball flight if you like. Nothing too funky. I'm that far away from 1 million views. Brilliant. Over 6,000 subscribers as well now, so please keep hitting the like button and subscribe if you've not already.